it's Rebecca here from Precious Pages Papercraft, and today I'm designing a layout for Bramble Fox using the gorgeous February Fox box, and it is full of loads of things. And I love this box because as well as having loads of titles, you've also got lots of little bits as well, and I love adding little bits here and there to my layouts, so really excited for this box. And although it's February and it's Valentine's and the month of love and all of that, I don't generally scrap Valentine's. So I'm going to be scrapping a photo from last summer actually, and it's of my little boy and I at the lavender fields at Hitchin. And I love my little boy, so anything love related works for me if it's got a photo of him. And I love the colours in this photo, lovely and bright. So I've cut my photo in almost a semicircle. I had to sort of do some straight edges at the end and raise my half circle up a bit on the photo, just so that I could get our heads in, otherwise I'd have ended up chopping our heads off. But that's okay, because those two edges I'm going to cover up anyway. And this layout was inspired by the lovely Josephine, who used to be on the Bramble Fox design team. God, do I miss Josephine. I used to love her creations, but she's spending a bit of time with family at the moment, so hopefully she'll be back soon. But yeah, this layout was inspired by one of hers that she did, I think, for Pink Fresh Studio, and I think she used one of their cut files, which bizarrely I have, but decided to not use today for some reason. I've made it more difficult than it needed to be. So yeah, I've cut my photo in a semicircle-ish, and I've added a layer of patterned paper behind it. I've gone for a darker blue to match the dress I'm wearing in the photo, and the collection I'm using for this layout is Cocoa Vanilla Studio Sunkissed collection, lovely bright summery collection. And really sorry about the glare on my photo there, right on my face. That's just from my desk lamp. Hopefully I'll move my layout in a minute and that will go. It looks a bit weird. But yeah, so I've gone for a lovely bright summery collection to go with the lovely bright colours in the February Fox box. And I've cut some of the papers and I've folded them over to make kind of folded banners. And then I've cut some others with little fishtail ends, just for a bit more interest. And I'm layering them all up behind my photo there, sort of underneath my photo. And then I'm going to cover all the joins with some of the floral ephemera from the CVS collection, and I think those work really well with this photo because in the background you can see all the gorgeous lavender flowers, so florals and lavender worked well for me. So you can kind of see the design I'm going with here, and I wanted to have something in the background behind my photo, and I didn't want to add more of the florals because I felt like that would make the layout too top heavy, with not much going on at the bottom and all these heavy florals at the top. So instead I've reached for my favourite ever Bramble Fox stencil. It's Fox Cut 17, lovely starburst design, and I'm going to add just a little bit of starburst coming out from behind my photo. And I've marked very faintly with a pencil sort of where I want my stenciling to come out to, so I don't get carried away and extend too far, because I do that quite often. And I've gone for a Distress Oxide in, I think it's Salty Ocean, this one. And I wanted a light blue colour to match the sky in the background and the hat that my little boy is wearing. I've got lots of colours going on underneath my photo, but wanted something a bit more solid for the mixed media behind at the top. So I've gone for that blue to match. And as you can see here, I'm just about to put my photo in place. I've raised it up on foam because I love a bit of dimension. And then I'm going to get these florals stuck down. I'm sticking the top part up with foam pads so that the bottoms aren't stuck down at all. So that means I can stick all those banners underneath in a second. And I've gone for kind of big flower, little flower, big flower, little flower, big flower, so that I've got the bigger flowers on the outsides and the middle, and then I'm just filling those little gaps there with some of the smaller florals, and I love how those are looking. And I've gone for pink over on the left hand side because I'm using the pink title from the Fox box today that says love, and that's in a lovely kind of baby pink colour, so I fancied the bit of pink flower over that side as well. And with these sort of banners and fishtail pieces, I'm simply sticking some double-sided tape on the back at the top of them and then sliding them under the flowers and getting those stuck in place. And at the end I will come back in, I think I do it off camera, and just add a couple of foam pads to the bottom section of these banners just to raise them up to bring in a bit of dimension. And those folded over pieces bring lots of dimension on their own anyway, which I love. And I'm also going to add some of the Bramble Fox goodies on top of these banners. So as well as getting the titles, and we get lots of little hearts and some really cute envelopes, like love letter envelopes and heart speech bubbles. We also get a few kind of banners and little tags. So I'm going to bring in a few of those as well. They match, here you go, I'm adding them now. They match the design and the shape of everything that's going on the bottom. So they were a perfect addition. So I've got this lovely purple one here I'm popping over on the left, and it says ticket to my heart, and it's ticket shaped on the ends, and it's really super cute, so I love that. And just before I stuck that down, I remembered I wanted to have some foliage, some coming out underneath my flowers. So I need to get that in place first, otherwise I'm going to cover up all the etched wording on my perspective sort of banners at the bottom, which I don't want to do. So you can see I'm just getting that in place now so that you can still read it. And all three of these have got etched details on them. They're absolutely stunning. So that left one, as I said, it says ticket to my heart. Then the one I'm using in the middle is like a frosted clear perspective or acrylic, and that says love you always with some really cute little love hearts. And the one over on the right that I've used, the lovely pink colour, says sweet, and that's actually kind of like a tag. It's got tag shape and it's got a little hole punched out the top, but I've slotted that underneath my flower so you can't see the circle, the hole, sorry, because I don't want to thread anything through it on this occasion. But how cute would that look as a tag on another layout? And I've purposely put that pink one over on the right because I've got the pink perspective on the left. I wanted to bring some more of that pale pink colour over on the right, so I've purposely allocated that one over there. And then I've also come in with a few of the little hearts that come in the Fox box. I love little hearts. Quite often Morag does different sets of mini hearts, and they are one of my favourite products because you could just add them here and there to anything. Hearts work for anything, don't they? Hearts and stars are so versatile and generic, but I love them on this layout. So I've added three. I've got a purple one to match that ticket perspective, and then I've got a little green, sort of greeny blue teal colour in the centre, and then a little pink one over on the left. And now all of that is stuck in place, I'm going to finish the layout off with some white splatters. And for this I'm using watered down white gesso because I find it sits on top of the papers and the patterns and the colours better than my white acrylic paint. With the acrylic paint it soaks through into the cardstock and the die cuts and things, and then it takes on the colour that's underneath them, whereas I find the gesso sits on top better and stays a more truer white. So just finished off the layout with those. And then just before giving you the close-ups, I remembered that I hadn't finished my title off. So I wanted my title to read Love This. So I'm just using some alphabet stickers that came in one of my Hip Kit design team packs and adding the word this underneath. And I've gone for a lovely tealy colour to match some of the pattern papers I've used. And there we go, here's some close-ups for you. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this layout. It's a nice, quick and simple one from me today, using the February Fox box. I'm so excited to continue with this box because there's loads of goodies in this one. So really excited for this. I'll leave you with lots of close-ups. I'll pop some links in the description box below to the Bramble Fox website, our Foxbox subscription page, and don't forget we've got Foxbox Plus as well now, and you get additional bits. You get some paper snips and stencils with that, and I'll also leave a link to our Foxbox Friends Facebook group, so please do head on over and join us for loads of inspiration and chatter and our monthly challenge. But thanks very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.